It's called Stop the Tires, and it's not the first time American truckers have chosen to stand up against Joe Biden. Hi everyone, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRCTV. You know, as news spreads about the fishy manner in which the pop media prematurely called Joe Biden president-elect, and reports continue to show what seems to be a vast and deep ocean of voting fraud in numerous states, thousands of independent truckers, their loved ones, and their friends are ready to take action. From November 26th through the 29th, they will park their trucks and deliveries will stop.
Truckers are banding together to protest Biden's potential policies.
A dramatic way to show how precarious is their position in a field that has been mauled by Biden and Obama prior to Donald Trump offering some relief, and which sees dark times ahead based on Biden's announced plans. The official Facebook page for the protest is exploding, growing to over 51,000 members in just over 36 hours. And TikTok is seeing thousands viewing the expanding number of testimonials from indie truckers explaining why they're standing up against Biden, his previous legislative malfeasance, and his plans.
All my fellow truckers, what are we doing? Are we gonna go on strike or what? Because I mean, I'm in. Y'all say let's strike? F it, I'll do it.
As posted on the page, the official Stop the Tires announcement of intent says in part, "We will not participate in the leftist Biden-Harris Green New Deal. We will not support the banning of fracking. The United States of America operates as a capitalistic economy, and oil is the fuel she survives on." They chose Veterans Day to show their initial action, and they will flex their muscles starting on November 26th and holding solid through the 29th. We will stop all tires for 24 hours on Veterans Day, 11/11/20. If this is not effective and our leaders do not respect that blue-collar truck drivers are having to face domestic terrorism, primarily in Democrat-run cities all over the United States, and that we do not support the banning of fracking in any way, then we will have our second stop of tires for 4 full days, 11/26/20 through 11/29/20. We are calling for all patriots to show this all over the country. And there we see two very valid, major points the truckers bring to light. Who can deny the Kafkaesque occurrences in almost uniformly Democrat-run cities as shops are looted and burned, streets are blocked, and even truckers are ripped from their vehicles as they try to avoid packs of wilding criminals and lose their parcels in the process? Who can deny that Joe Biden has explicitly said he would ban fracking?
No new fracking, no more drilling on federal lands. I'd gradually move away from fracking. I would just not do more fracking on federal lands.
Would you close down the oil industry? By the way,
I would transition from the oil industry, yes. The oil industry pollutes significantly.
And who can deny the resultant explosion of fuel prices that would be the result? To attempt to deny such reality is fatuous and vile. It is to support untruth. And who can deny what Obama, Biden, and their leftist Democrat acolytes did during the 8 years of that lawless administration?
The Clean Power Program. Some people called it a war on coal. I hope it is a war on coal. Is it?
Actually, EPA is all about fighting against pollution and fighting for public health. That's exactly what this is.
The Obama administration, with Biden attached, attacked the coal industry.
If you're living in a town that historically has relied on coal and you see coal jobs diminishing, you're probably going to be more susceptible to the argument that I've been wiping out the economy in your area. If somebody tells you that this is because of Obama's war on coal, well, you know, that's an argument that you may be sympathetic to, and that's perfectly legitimate.
Virtually wiping out the generations established bituminous and anthracite coal mining fields in places like Pennsylvania and West Virginia. And as the Inquirer.com reports, in September, Biden hinted at an expansion of the attack. During the September 29th presidential debate, Biden said, quote, nobody's going to build another coal-fired plant in America, end quote. Despite Trump rolling back Obama-Biden EPA clampdowns on coal-fired power plants that not only saw heavy expenses placed on the plants, but also saw plans for new plants dropped, the Obama and Biden energy attack contributed to a shocking decline in coal industry jobs and a retardation of market processes that should handle energy use, supply, and costs properly. And the truckers know that Biden's plans to attack fracking and impose a multi-trillion-dollar transition to green energy, whatever the heck that is, will push those slim margin drivers into the red and push them off the roads. As one trucker observed, leftist politicians shut down restaurants and rest stops, and millions of leftists voted, quote, against the trucking industry and, quote, against oil and gas. And he added,
we ain't gonna forget this that you already have, but we won't.
Courageous guys. Jeez, man. I can't even imagine what that job would be like. Now he's getting screwed with. Unbelievable. Insane. Indeed, they have good memories. Unconstitutional Obama-Biden highway safety orders shut truckers into a bizarre mandate paradigm of having to pull off the road mere miles from their destinations to rest because the federal overlords said they could only drive a certain number of hours, then had to stop. In fact, anyone familiar with economics knows that this imposition inspired some drivers to push faster to cut their times, creating more dangerous road conditions, not safer road conditions. The Trump administration eased those Obama-Biden mandates. And of course, then there's the Obama-Biden era Environmental Protection Agency attacks on what are called glider kit trucks, or refurbished vehicles that bring great savings to truckers, but which the Obama-Biden EPA called new vehicles that they had to have comply with the EPA expensive brown shirt edicts and be classified as entirely new rigs. These mandates saw losses in the trucking industry years ago and saw losses in the glider kit manufacturing sector as well. But just remember, this Joe Biden, this self-styled blue-collar Joe, is a man of the people. Despite him never working a blue-collar job in all of his adult life. The independent truckers organizing this massive strike see through the disguise of Biden and see problems with the way the voters were handled all over the country. And starting on November 26th, they plan on showing their disgust and their nobility for standing up for truth and individual liberty.
We're gonna have mass chaos, y'all. I get it. Everybody's got to feed their family. I've got 5 kids. I get it. But you know what? Sometimes we got to stand up for what's right.
I hope we can all do the same someday if we're pushed to it. Right now, we'll play our part as best we can. Thank you so much for joining us here at MRCTV. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe and share the videos with friends. Also, head over to MRCTV.org because, of course, there's so much happening that you don't get to see just in the videos. It's MRCTV.org. And if you want some great items, head to MRC-store to go shopping. Also, remember, we are on Instagram and we are in Facebook. And yes, I am on Twitter. They haven't pushed me away yet. It's @GardGoldsmith. Thanks so much, everyone. For MRCTV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.